This baseball legend is the all-time leader in hits
Games played.
and at-bats.
Who is it? Find out next on Sarah's Wiki Corner podcast.
It is time for Sarah's Wiki Corner today, brought to you by Niblack Foods in the Genesee Valley Regional Market. Sarah, what are we learning about today on your Wiki Corner?
Well, we were just talking about, some celebrities who have died over the past couple of days.
Yeah.
Another one who just died yesterday was Pete Rose.
Pete Rose.
Baseball legend.
Oh, my gosh.
Pete Rose.
Yeah.
Also known as Charlie Hustle.
Charlie Hustle, sure.
Charlie Hustle, yeah. He was a professional baseball player and manager. He played from 1963 until 1986, most prominently as a member of the Cincinnati Reds lineup, known as the Big Red Machine for their dominance of the National League in the 1970s.
This is before your time, right?
Well before my time.
Well before your time.
He was successful playing for the Philadelphia Phillies, where he won his third World Series championship. He also had a brief stint with the Montreal Expos.
Oh.
And he also then managed the Cincinnati Reds from 1984 until 1989.
Okay.
Rose was born and raised in Cincinnati. After high school, his uncle, who happened to be a scout for the Reds, got him a tryout, and then the Reds signed him to a minor league deal in the summer of 1960. By the end of his first full season in the minors in 1961, he had turned heads with the second best batting average in the league.
Wow.
And he was running flat out every play, even after being walked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
In 1963, his first year in the majors, that effort earned him the nickname Charlie Hustle. Various accounts say that Yankees pitcher Whitey Ford is responsible for that nickname. He gave it to him sarcastically at spring training, either after seeing him run after being walked, or when he made an effort to climb the fence to try and catch a home run that was about 100 feet over his head.
They call him Charlie Hustle.
Old Charlie Hustle. So Rose was a switch hitter, and he is Major League Baseball's all-time leader in hits, games played, at-bats, singles, and outs.
Wow.
He won 3 World Series championships, 3 batting titles, 1 Most Valuable Player award, and the Rookie of the Year award. He made 17 All-Star appearances in an unequaled 5 different positions.
Wow.
He won 2 Golden Glove awards when he was an outfielder in 1969 and 1970. And he was the only player in Major League history to play more than 500 games at 5 different positions.
That is a lot
and
of
those
stuff.
were first, second, third base, left field, and right field.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And the tragedy, I'm in my late 40s, and the thing that I know him for is none of that.
Right. Well, what you know him for is what happened to him in 1989, which is when he was penalized with permanent ineligibility from baseball amidst accusations that he gambled on baseball games while he played for and managed the Reds.
That's it, yeah.
The charges of wrongdoing included claims that he bet on his own team, which Rose vehemently denied for years. In 1991, the Baseball Hall of Fame formally voted to ban those on the permanently ineligible list from induction. Although he remains ineligible to be in the Hall of Fame, artifacts from his career are on display inside the museum.
But he
which is interesting. He can't be inducted into it, but his stuff is there. Yeah, I guess.
That's interesting.
He was inducted into the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame in 2016.
Okay.
So after years of public denial, he admitted in his 2004 autobiography that he bet on baseball and on the Reds.
Okay.
The criticism of Rose did not diminish after this admission. Some of his supporters were outraged that he would reverse 15 years of denial as part of a book publicity tour.
Gotta sell books, Sarah.
Yeah. As of March 2014, Rose was earning more than $1 million annually from many paid public appearances and autograph signings. And these included appearances in Cooperstown, not at the museum, but in Cooperstown, around the time of the Hall of Fame induction weekend each year.
Like at the Applebee's across the street?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Bookstore, something like that.
Yeah.
So Rose died at his home in Las Vegas yesterday at the age of 83. A cause of death was not immediately known. However, he had attended an autograph event in Franklin, Tennessee just the day before.
Yeah, I saw that. Some pictures taken with some other celebrities there as well.
Yeah.
Well, it's very sad. Very sad. But I'm glad that I learned so much more about Pete Rose because all I knew about was the gambling thing. I didn't know about that actually he was such an amazing baseball player as well.
Absolutely.
You picked out a record to go along with the Pete Rose, did you, Sarah?
Yeah, so because he was Charlie Hustle, we're going to play You Better Run by the Rascals.
Oh, he will run. Sarah, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
There we go. Charlie Hustle. The Wiki Corner brought to you today by Niblack Foods. Everybody, you've heard us talk about Niblack Foods on the radio for so long, and if you haven't been to the store, you got to go check it out.
Oh my gosh. If you are into cooking or baking, you will love the store. They have so many different spice blends that you'll never find anywhere else.
Yeah.
They've got any kind of baking supplies. They've got flavorings and, food coloring and whatever kind of baking supply. 40 different kinds of flour. I mean, yeah. Different seasonings for anything you could possibly want. Any ingredient that you're looking for, you're gonna find it.
If you're into canning and pickling, you'll find what you need there. And if you're into fall stuff like soups and pies, they've got all the ingredients you need at Niblack Foods there in the Genesee Valley Regional Market. Go ahead and check them out, and of course, let them know you're a Legends listener when you stop in. It is a great place.
Yes,
and even if you don't love cooking yet, you will after you go there because it'll you'll become so much better at it.
You get inspired when I do anyways when I go in there.
I know. Hey, so did you hear that the paper cut?
You guys have a paper cut?
You got to finish this on your own.
Oh no.
Elevate.
Do you need a tissue to stop the bleeding?
Oh, no bleeding yet.
Okay.
But I can see where it's going to be bleeding.
Oh, I hate that.
Did you see the ports, the eastern ports and the Gulf ports? Are they Gulf ports?
I don't know.
They're on strike. It's a lot of striking. That's a lot of delays of
shipments. It's going to be a problem.
Yeah. In time for the holidays. I mean, remember when all that happened during COVID? The ports were shut down?
Yes, I do.
What a
nightmare that was. What a mess. Yeah. I feel like, and it's funny because I feel like we're just getting over, the shipping times and everything have just recently come back to normal. And
Took years. Okay. The blood's coming to the surface now.
Oh, no. Do you need tissue?
No. I get lightheaded.
Don't think about it too much.
I need it. Legends 102.7, the biggest hits in the history of the world, the Rascals, and You Better Run. Sarah, do remind us, why did we just play that record?
Well, because we were talking about Charlie Hustle, a.k.a. Pete Rose, who died yesterday at the age of 83.
In Las Vegas. Let's recap three things we must take away from today's Wiki Corner. Are you ready?
Ready.
Go.
All right, Yankees pitcher Whitey Ford gave Pete Rose his nickname, Charlie Hustle.
He is MLB's all-time leader in hits, games played, and at-bats.
And Pete Rose is the only player in Major League history to play 500 games at 5 different positions.
Has anybody else thought that maybe the fact that he had his issue that he became known for, that kind of eclipsed his successes on the field, was gambling, and then the city that he died in was Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, was he a gambler like his entire life?
I don't know. I think I think when all these accusations started coming out, he admitted he gambled on other sports.
Oh, okay.
But not baseball. But then he did.
15 years later. Okay, I got you. Folks want to learn more about Pete Rose, Sarah, where do they go? What do they do?
You can go to my Wiki blog. If you go to legends1027.com, on the homepage, there's a link that takes you to my blog where I post everything I talk about every day.
It is. Today's Wiki Corner, of course, like we said, brought to you by Niblack Foods in the Genesee Valley Regional Market. You can also check out this on Facebook Live as it unfolds every day at 4:10, facebook.com/Legends1027. Plus, the video gets archived up on YouTube. Go to YouTube and search Sarah's Wiki Corner for the entire video collection, all right there. It's like a blockbuster, a virtual blockbuster of Wiki Corners. All right, you back tomorrow, a fresh episode of 410?
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Sarah. Traffic, weather, and more of your favorites on the way as we work our way to 5 o'clock and the legendary drive at 5.